Hey everybody, it's time for another monthly plan with me. So I'm in my Erin Condren Vertical Neutral, and I've got my July monthly kit right here. It is from Planned Escape. Actually it's not exactly the same format, but it's a similar format to the one I used in June. You've got your top strips here, and it's a beautiful beach, wave, palm tree kind of print. You get some flags and tassels. And then on your second page here, you've got strips to cover up the days that are not in the month, which are at the end. And again, it's a beautiful wave crashing on a beach. You get some headers for the sidebar. You get some holidays, some arrows, bows, some bildews. That's new in this kit. And you get some wave strips to mark out time, your sidebar, stackable sidebar, date dots, and some tiny icons at the bottom. And then you get loads of labels and your icons here that are your pentagon shape. And yeah, I'm gonna get started with laying down the basics. So I'm gonna white out the top of that flag because that shows through. And I'm also gonna white out the July 2018. This is a very thick premium matte paper. It's probably fine, but just to be on the safe side, since it is black, it's very dark. Might as well, while I'm there with the whiteout, give that a little run through. And then I'm gonna put my strips to cover the days that are not in the month, and I'm gonna stack my sidebar, and then I'll be back and we can start the monthly plans. Sorry, I was in the zone there, and I think it cut off at some point, but I was just finishing the stackable sidebar here, and then put my last top strip. I figured, like, after I was trying to line this up, it would be easier to do like this, and then line this up against this, straight up, and then across. And it worked out pretty good, which is great, because this planner can be an absolute pain for the monthly view. It's just, oh, it's such a pain in the ass. I mean, in the weekly view too, I hate this format. Honestly, like, I'm so sad that I got my first EC was when they like messed up the entire format, in my opinion, and then this year they're not fixing it. It's a bummer in my opinion, but it's like not enough to make me not want to use it. I still love using the EC, but it's like, it's just very annoying. Anyway, that's besides the point. So I think we're ready to go day by day. So let's zoom on in here. So the first is a Sunday, so we're starting right at the top. This month, and I am going to start by taking let's see, is one of these already cut to one? Yes, it is. So I'm going to start by taking one of my strips, and because I am technically still on my trip on this day, if we go to June here, yours like zoomed in. Let me zoom you out. So if we go to June, I fly home, like I leave Uganda. This is my trip to Uganda. I leave Kampala on the 30th, but I don't get back until the 1st, so I kind of want to keep the strip going there because it's sort of technically still my trip. So I fly, we leave like pretty late in the evening on the 30th, and then we get to Amsterdam on the 1st, and then I fly from Amsterdam to London on the 1st. So I'm going to put that flight in. So let's see, what color planes do we have? We have blue. Let's do green so that it contrasts with the strip there. So I'm going to take a green box and my plane icon. I generally do them like that, like doing them like that, but then that makes the plane go the wrong way, or like a way that doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna put it this way instead, just for the flight. Cool. And then that's it for the first, because then I'll just be getting home that morning and being very tired. So zoom in even more. Let's see. Then on the 3rd, I have a meeting with my supervisor. So I think this alarm clock works for a meeting. So just take another label. Oh, no, that's the 3rd, not the 2nd. If ever I skip a day that I don't have something on, I don't know why, but I always get confused and then like put stuff on that day. Cool, so do the alarm clock. And then on the 4th, it is the 4th of July, which I have a sticker for, so I will use that. I mean, I'm not really like doing anything for it. I don't live in the States, so it's not like a day off or anything. It's just a regular Wednesday, but since I don't have anything else and it's a Wednesday, I'm not likely to have anything else come up. I'll put Independence Day in since I have a nice sticker for it. Why not? And then on the 5th, we have a bill due, so I can use one of my, let's do a pink because we haven't used any pink yet, so I can use one of my bill dues. Comes with the kit, amazing. And then don't have anything on the 6th, so moving on to 7th? Yes, do have something on the 7th. So on the 7th, we are going to Brighton for the day. I think that's the actual day that London Pride is, but I don't really, I didn't go last year and I didn't really miss it. It just like is a bit like too busy for me. Like I don't do really super well in like crowds and I can't like stand for that long. So like something where like there's not gonna be anywhere for me to sit down and take a break for long periods of time like is not ideal. And it's just like very crowded and not like 100%. I mean, when I've gone, I've had a good time, but like it's just like I'd rather just go to Trans Pride, which is a lot more low key. It's like just a picnic. It's fun. So I'm gonna go this year, which is exactly what I did last year, and I really enjoyed it. I skipped the kind of big London Pride, and I just went to Trans Pride in Brighton, so that's what I'm gonna do this year. So yeah, even though that is Pride, I'm not going to Pride. I'm actually also going to Brighton. Unrelatedly, I'm gonna go to Brighton twice this month, but I really like going to Brighton, so it's fine. But I am going just with some friends for a little day trip down to the seaside. So what do we want to use for that? There's not really like, none of these are that relevant. What I could do, I like this idea. Okay, I'm gonna take, maybe not that one. I did this last time where I made like some labels. When I ran out of labels, I made some out of the strips. So because we're going to the sea, these wave strips would like actually make like a perfect little box. So I'm gonna take this one that's for 2 because it should fit perfectly. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I really need to get my hearing sorted out because I cannot tell when the camera is shutting off. But I just cut 2 of the, I cut that 2 wave strip in half, layered it on top of each other to have enough room to write it in, and I just used a bow because I figured that was quite miscellaneous for a little trip to Brighton. I'm also toying with the idea of like using some bunting. That might be like a bit much, and like I don't know, that might look weird. If nothing else comes up that day, well, like what else are we gonna do that day? Because going down to Brighton like takes the full day, so why not take some of this? Because I can just put this like on top, be like, hey, or let me put the date dot first so that I know where that's going. Once you take this sticker off, it's like really hard to handle because it's so delicate. I can't like put it on the back of my hands, so it'll rip when it's trying to come back up. So, okay. Take my date dot. And, okay. Now I'm taking my sticker. I don't know. Now I'm changing my mind. I don't know if I like how that looks. Okay, changing my mind. Okay, I'm gonna put it there for now, and I will see what I feel like maybe when it's all done. Okay, but moving on to the next week. So don't have anything until Wednesday the 11th. I have a Graze box. So for my Graze boxes, I like to take a flag. No. Okay. And I might as well do the other one while I'm at it, which is the 25th. So, yeah, I like to do the patterned flags for these, like the ones that otherwise would be harder to write on because I only write a G in them, so it's like not that difficult. And then what I did last time, and that I think I'll do again, is I took these two round present icons, and I used these because they're smaller, so they fit in that space nicely. And the presents can kind of be like a package. So that's for my Graze box. And then we have the 13th. Oh, it's Friday the 13th. I don't have anything, but it is apparently French fries day. And I figured like all these holidays are sort of like what some people call like wacky holidays that they put in their planner. They're not like anything you're actually celebrating or like, you know, real holidays, but they're just kind of like fun days. And since I guess there was only, like last month they were all more like real holidays, but this month there weren't as many. There's just 4th of July, so when you have that extra space, like why not put some fun ones in? But I figured the stickers are just nice and decorative, so I just decided if I didn't have anything else that day, I would put it in. And there's still room to put like one more thing if something does come up, but if it's a weekday, it's pretty safe bet. So I'll put it in, it's French fries day, why not? And very helpfully, Cynthia put the date next to each one so you know which day is which. So yeah, that's French fries day. And then on the 14th, I've got another bill due, so I need to renew my oyster. So let's see. Yeah, I don't have enough bill dues, so I think I'll put renewing my oyster separately. So let's just grab one of these, and we can use a money icon. That works out well. Great. And then the 15th, I have a bill due. So I will grab, I just used this color, but since it's like the complete opposite side of the page, it actually kind of makes sense to use it again to bring more pink into this half of the spread. And it actually is another one of the wacky holidays, but since this is a Sunday, I can definitely fit both. But I couldn't fit both and then also something else. So since this is a weekend day, I'm gonna wait to put ice cream day. And if nothing else comes up, then I will put ice cream day in, and then, you know, maybe we'll just get some ice cream that day. But yeah, I don't want to put it in now because then I couldn't fit another activity, and a Sunday is more likely to have something come up. Then we've got, next thing is Thursday the 19th. I have another bill due. It's council tax, and I think this is the last time we're going to pay council tax because we move. This is July, we move in August, which is very exciting. So some of these bills are the last time we're going to pay those bills, and then some will also get paid the next month. But I'm not 100% sure like which ones are in it. Like I know it's our last time paying rent, for example, this month. Yes, which is so nice. So that's council tax. 20th, I've got a haircut scheduled. So are there any haircut stickers? Yes, there is one. Perfect. So, and then 21st, that's Trans Pride, so I'm going back to Brighton. I wonder if I want to mark it the same way, because it's like the same sort of thing. I don't know, but it's not exactly the same thing. Ooh, I know what I can do. Okay. This spread matches the trans flag colors perfectly, and I have a very long time ago. I am going to do the same thing where I make a box out of the waves, because like that'll visually denote a similarity to the previous one, and since they're both like trips to Brighton, I think that makes sense. There we go. Oops. Yeah, so this like the kind of pinks and blues like match the trans flag really well, and I have like ages ago I ordered a bunch of stuff to my mom's house for when she came to visit in December, and one of the orders was shipped much later than it said it would have done, so I didn't get it. It didn't get to my mom's house in time for her to bring it to me in London, so when she came to visit, so I don't have it, but I'm gonna see my mom at the end of June, so hopefully she'll be able to bring that. She mentioned that she could bring some of my smaller things, so hopefully she can bring that. And then that order had trans flag and rainbow flag stickers in it, so I could use one of those. Otherwise, so I want to wait to see if I can use one of the trans flag stickers. Otherwise, I do have my Pride kit from Scribble Prints Co., and I can steal one of the deco pieces in there. But I'm going to leave it blank for now. And it looks kind of uneven because like whatever I put there for the icon will cover up that empty space. So sorry, it looks a little bit weird, but that's what I'm doing for that. And then, yeah, I think that's it for the 21st. There's also there was something in the evening that I was like, oh, when I get back, maybe I can go to it. But I don't want to be rushed and if I'm tired and stuff. So I don't know if I'm not going to put it in as a definite thing. I'm still thinking about whether or not I'm going to go to that. So I'll just leave it at Trans Pride for now for the 21st. And then the 22nd is always, we got a bunch of stuff. Actually, just 2 things this time. So I'm going to put my last bill due because that is our rent and British Gas. So that one is definitely the last rent for sure. So that is amazing. And I've got to tell all the bills that were all the bill people that we are moving, and then they'll tell me, I'm sure, what the sort of deal is with when the sort of last payments need to be made and everything like that. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Yeah, so I can write both bills in there, no problem. And then, yeah, what do I want to put for the wedding countdown? There's not really any wedding stuff in here. What did I do last? Yeah, I think I pulled in. I did. Okay, and I used a flag. I can do that. Where did the flags go? Oh, that sheet fell on the ground. Here they are. So I'm gonna take this color flag, and I'm gonna go into my multicolor and pull in my Hummingbird Planner wedding rings. Does this go? Not really, actually. This one kind of goes, but then that color's right there, so maybe I should find a blue that goes. Oh, actually, weirdly, looks like none of my blues really go. I feel like if I use this blue, though, it won't, no, it doesn't clash, even though it's not really a blue that's represented. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't clash, so we'll go for that one. Yeah, cool. So that is to mark, I don't know if I said, that is to mark the countdown to the wedding, because that is 2 months, people, to the wedding. Can we believe it? No. And actually, why don't I put my moving countdown in here too? I just realized we didn't really have a finalized moving day previously, but now we pretty much do. We're going to be moving over the course of a weekend, but we're going to be most likely primarily moving on the Saturday, which is the 18th. So if I go back to the 18th here, I can put in a flag or well, see, when I put the wedding icon, it's pretty clear. I just write 2 months. I don't need to write 2 months till the wedding because I know that icon means wedding. But if it's the move, I'll know what it means. I'm the only one who needs to know what it means. So if I take this, or do I want to do, yeah. If I take this flag, again, put it on the 18th, and then I can put a box icon, and that can be for 1 month until the move. Cool, so that will be our little moving countdown. Awesome. I totally spaced on doing a moving countdown until now. There's just so much going on, but it is exciting. So, okay. 25th 3rd. That's what I would normally at my gym do, but I, even though I could, like, because I could, like, get enough use out of it, I'm actually canceling it this month and not having it for July or August. I just haven't been using it much. I've been so busy that I've been squeezing in workouts at home a lot more. So I'm like, if I'm not using it, I'm not going to pay, you know, that for those last 2 months that I live here if I'm not really using it. But you know what I mean? So I figured I'll save a little money in advance of the move and just keep doing my at-home workouts. So yeah, so I'm not going to have that bill due. So then the next thing is the 25th. I already marked my grays, but it's also the day that GP Sticker Studio mystery kits charge and ship out. You get charged for the next month and the current month ships out. So what do I want to use for that? I could use a package, or I could use a money sign because it is sort of like a bill, really. Yeah, let's do, which money signs we have? We have like pink. Okay, let's do this one. And this money sign. Okay. So, yeah. That's for GP Sticker Studio Mystery. And the July sub box, like, I haven't seen any sneaks yet, but Gabby said it was space and hollow foil theme, which I've been wanting to revamp. This is my Space TN. I've been wanting to revamp it because this is the first one I ever set up, and there's some stuff in it I'm not 100% happy with. And I was like, oh god, that box would be perfect, but I already canceled because it is pricey. So I was like, oh, do I sign up again? But then if I sign up again, then I have to get August again as well, and I have to like cancel them. I don't want to bother them like that with always like cancel. I don't know what I want it. I mean, I'm sure I can get leftovers because I wouldn't even need the whole box if I'm not setting up a whole TN. If I'm only revamping a TN, I wouldn't need the entire box. I would only need some bits from it, and I'm sure I could get some bits from people. I don't know, but I want it. Ugh, dilemma. Anyways, but that will just be for my regular mystery sticker kits, which actually I might be canceling that too. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Anyways, that is actually it for the month. The only other thing is I have another like wacky holiday, which is the 30th, which is, let's just zoom out. What you can't see is that there's a chair here which is what my phone is on, which is what I film on behind the scenes. Sneak. Yeah, I film on my cell phone. I don't have a camera. And it's on I think they're called a Gorilla. Is that what it's called? I don't know. It's like on like a like hooky clampy sort of flexible stand that you can like hook onto trees and crap. It's like hooked onto a chair, and the chair is here, which is why when I'm zoomed in, I can only get to about this week. Once I'm in this week, I gotta zoom out because the chair is there. It's hitting the chair, so I can't. Yeah, so that's a little fun fact for you, a little behind the scenes look. But yeah, the 30th is a Monday, so again, like the risk of like a lot of stuff coming up pretty low. So I'm gonna put in the wacky holiday, which is Friendship Day. Sweet. But since the bottom of the page I've got like a little more wiggle room, so I'm gonna put it like all the way down at the bottom so that, you know, if something does come up, I do have that room. But that's nice. So yeah, I guess that's it for the month. It feels like a lot, but I'm like, I have so many labels left, but I guess I like made some of my own labels, and I had all the bill dues. That's what it is. Yeah, it's the bill dues, because last month I had to use these as bill dues. That's what it was. So that's why I used a lot more of them. But I'm sure more things will come up. It is so far in advance. It is not even halfway through June, but because I'm gone the whole last week of June, I have to have a lot of stuff filmed, edited, and uploaded ready to go in advance because I won't have my computer or very good internet access, so it needs to be like all scheduled and ready to go. So yeah, let's see. I think let's go through. I'm just gonna go through and do my date dots first. So I will do that sped up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got all my dates. It looks amazing. I am so excited about this month. Lots of things going down. I do want to pull in these tassels. I love these tassels so much, and I want to use them. I'm determined. So yeah, I guess they just kind of have to go like that, like kind of in the middle of the day. So put it like right under. Yeah, I guess they kind of have to go in the middle, or otherwise like doesn't really make sense. It would block like the day or something. So okay, that's fine. I'll put one there, and I might put one on the 21st, but in case I do decide to go that other thing, they won't probably both fit, so I will hold off on the second tassel, but I got it there ready to go, and yeah, I do like that. That's nice. So the only thing left to do is my sidebar. I do not use the sidebar. I filled it out this month, sort of, like, I don't know. I just wrote like upcoming trips, but like none of the, I don't need this. Like none of this is like, and I just wrote like some of the events, but they're all in here, so it's not like, I don't need any of this information in the sidebar, so I don't know, like, I'm definitely toying with the idea of leaving it blank. That's definitely an option. I think one thing I can do is have like a next month section at the bottom, because that's where like I can write stuff like as it comes up for August, or like things that are going on in August, because August is an eventful month. Like we're moving, like I said. And so I can just put like, you know, so as I'm looking at July, I can also see, oh, and like look forward to these. And so I think I'm going to do like what I did last month, which is to put some arrows in there, because I don't need to check them off. It's just like FYIs. So I think that is good, so to be able to see like the look ahead to the next month kind of thing. So I'll just put these arrows in, and I can put for events or like big things that are coming up in August as a little overview. I think that is probably the most functional thing I could do. Yeah, I don't really know, because like, okay, to watch and to read would be good, except I also use, this is the matching notes kit that I set up on I set up the notes page. I don't film videos for them anymore because I've just been using the same format for like 4 months now, and I've been doing the exact same thing, and it works really well, but that's kind of boring. So I've just been setting them up for anyone who's interested on my Instagram stories, and I set it up and I talk through everything on my stories, and then I save it so as a highlight. So you can go check it out there if you want. But yeah, I don't know. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so to watch and to read, I have to watch and to read in my notes section. So I don't also need it here because I can't watch and read that much stuff. 3 is already kind of too many for, you know, for books especially. So I really don't know like what would be productive. Since we are getting much closer to the wedding, and then also the move, maybe I could do some like extra to do, although I am dedicating entire A6TN inserts to both of those things, but maybe I don't know, maybe if I did a goals, that could be for wedding stuff, because there's like room there, so I could put another Hummingbird Planner ring sticker. Maybe a hot pink one this time. Yeah, so I can do additional wedding tasks there. Yeah, I think that would be useful. So if that's going to be a checklist, I'm going to need to check stuff off of it. Then I'm going to need, oh, where did my tweezers go? Aha, I found them. They're very tiny. Okay, so I can do hearts for that. Okay, cool. So those hearts can be like my check marks. And let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what else would really be functional. I might just do some more some kind of random ones that like are not necessarily like that functional, but are just like I don't know. Well, okay, we are 2 months before, so maybe I should start making some appointments. I don't know. I don't know if any of this is like useful. I'm gonna do that one up here. I don't know. I can list like appointments I need to make, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. And I can't alternate because I'm gonna use asterisk for this. So I can put like appointments that I need to make. Like, I want to get my brows done before the wedding. I want to make sure I have a hair appointment at the perfect time before the wedding. So I can put those, and like once I book them, I can check it off. I guess that makes sense. And then I think I'm just gonna do this month here, and I'm just gonna do the same thing I did last month, even though it wasn't like super functional specifically. But I'm just gonna put more arrows. And because these are too tiny to write in, so there's really nothing else to use these for except like this. And I can just put highlights of this month on the side, even though they're not like that functional. Just be like, yeah, just be the highlights. So it'll have the highlights of this month and the highlights of next month in the sidebar. So, I mean, I'm making it work, but it's like none of this is like strictly necessary. I'm just like trying to use it since I have it. My preference is always for a deco sidebar. Like, I would just so much rather just have this be a beautiful picture as part of the scene here, and not have to write in it. But apparently a lot of people do like to have the sidebar to use functionally, so, you know, you gotta go with what the most people are into. I think Cindy actually did a poll, was like, would you prefer deco or function or like listing sidebar? And I was like, oh yes, deco. And like 75% of people had said listing, and I was like, what do you use it for? Please tell me. Yeah, anyways, it looks beautiful nonetheless. So that is it for July. That's everything I know of for now. Let me just show you what I have left. So I've got ice cream day left over, but I will definitely stick that in as a fun little decorative piece if nothing else comes up on the 15th. I've got some bows, which I will use definitely throughout the week. These headers that I didn't use. I've got so many labels and icons for many events to pop up throughout the month, which is great. And I've got another tassel and 2 more flags. Again, will definitely get pulled in as the month goes on. And then I've got some more strips. I don't have any like really trips this month, but I can layer them to make boxes like I did there, and 1 more tiny heart that I can definitely use. So yeah, well, there's a lot left over. A lot will definitely get pulled in as I know more, as the month goes on, I make more plans. But yeah, this is my finished July spread for now. I really hope you liked it. If you want to see the finished spread at the end of the month, I will post that on my Instagram. It's ev_plans, so follow me over there. And thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and please, please, please subscribe. It'd mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.